In the chickenpox guideline, we are going to discuss a very important feature, very important point, that can varicella infection be prevented in pregnant women who gives history of contact with the chickenpox or shingles. Okay, so you can see here that there's a pregnant woman, and she has got contact with the patient who has already got the chickenpox. So what we have to do in this case? Okay, history of contact is very important, and whenever a patient comes to give this history, then we have to ask properly about what type of rash did she have. Okay, and contact with the chicken pox patient, that is what I have explained to you in this whole scenario. Okay, so what we have to do in this situation, like this, here is, we have a pregnant woman, she's in contact with the chickenpox patient. You can see pictures of the chickenpox patient. The question rises, what we need to do. Okay, can varicella infection be prevented in pregnant women who gives history of contact with the chickenpox or shingle? This is what I have explained to you. Okay, now what we have to do when contact occurs with a chickenpox or shingles, a careful history must be taken to confirm the significance of the contact and susceptibility of the patient. Okay, significance of contact and susceptibility of the patient, that is what we have to ask while taking the history. Okay, patient has come with a history of contact with the chickenpox. Where would be our direction? Okay, the arrow is pointing toward our direction. Our direction would be toward taking proper history, and in the history we have to confirm the significance of contact and susceptibility of the patients. Okay, to confirm significance of contact. Okay, it's not the case that patient says that I have contact with someone who already has contact with the other person who has got chickenpox. So we have to get a clear history. Okay, history is very important, and we have to check how close is that contact. Can varicella infection be prevented in pregnant women who gives history of contact with the chickenpox? When contact occurs with the chickenpox or shingle, a careful history must be taken to confirm the presence or significance of a contact and susceptibility of the patient. This is what I have explained in the pictorial form. Now, pregnant women with an uncertain or no previous history of chickenpox, or who comes from the tropical or subtropical countries who have been exposed to infection, should have blood test to determine varicella zoster immunity or non-immunity. Okay, so in which type of patients we need to check for the varicella zoster immunity. There we have a specific test for varicella zoster immunoglobulin. Okay, so in the history we have to find out whether the patient is uncertain or not. Okay, she is unsure whether she had any contact with the chickenpox patient or not. Okay, or sometime you can say that she gives insignificant history. Okay, and sometimes it happens that the patient comes from tropical or subtropical countries which are at very high risk of having chickenpox infection. So as these three groups of the patients are very high risk, okay, then what we have to do, we have to check, we have to do specific blood test, the varicella zoster immunoglobulin, varicella zoster IG immunoglobulin needs to be tested. This is a specific type of the test which we have to do in these patients who are uncertain or who had no history of the chickenpox. Okay, women with the uncertain or no history of the chickenpox. Now, if pregnant woman is not immune to varicella zoster virus and has had a significant exposure, she should be offered varicella zoster immunoglobulin as soon as possible. Varicella zoster is effective when given up to 10 days after contact. In case of the continuous exposure, this is defined as 10 days from the appearance of the rash in the index case. Okay, so those women who are non-immune, okay, we find by doing the blood test that this varicella zoster immunoglobulin is negative in these patients. They are seronegative. So in that case, we have to give varicella zoster immunoglobulin, means vaccine needs to be given to these patients. If pregnant woman is not immune to varicella zoster virus, okay, that is what we have to explain. Now, non-immune pregnant women who have been exposed to chickenpox should be managed as potentially infectious from 8 to 28 days after exposure if they receive varicella zoster immunoglobulin, and from 8 to 21 days after exposure if they do not receive varicella zoster immunoglobulin. Okay, when supplies are limited, issues to the pregnant woman may be restricted, and clinicians are advised to establish the availability for varicella zoster immunoglobulin. Okay, women who have had exposure to chickenpox or shingles, regardless of whether they have received or not, should be asked to notify their doctors, midwife early if the rash develops. Now, a pregnant woman who develops a chickenpox rash should be isolated from the other pregnant women when she attends as a general practice surgery or hospital for assessment. Now, a second dose of varicella zoster immunoglobulin may be required if the further exposure is reported and 3 weeks have been elapsed since the last rash. Okay, thank you.